Hey guys, Riley with Sled Wyo here. Today we're going to show you how to install the Sled Wyo Edition BSB Fab rear bumper on the new 26 Skidoo tunnel. Before you get started installing the bumper, this is kind of the stuff you're going to need. So this is just a cutoff tool with a cutoff disc, just a drill with a 1/4 inch and 3/16 drill bits, as well as a 4mm Allen, and an 11mm wrench, utility knife, some set of channel locks or just a crescent wrench, some sort of hearing protection and eye protection, some little clamps. These help kind of hold the side plates when you need them, tape, and a tape measure. So first step is going to be just to remove the factory rear bumper and the rear set of link mounts, and then also you can start drilling out the rivets and the snow flap here and the taillight assembly and get that pulled off. If the rivets start spinning, just if you can get at them, the back of them with a pair of cutters or something, grab that, that'll stop it, and then you can finish drilling through it. We got those drilled out. We can pull this off. And then there's just this plug on the back. Screw it here. Pop that off. So next step, once you get here, is if you plan on retaining your snow flap and your tail light, we want to keep this, but for now we have to pull this middle section out. This just slides out like this, and then you could pull the cord aside. And then now we're ready to tape it off, and then we'll just cut all this in one go. So next step is to just throw the side plates on temporarily so you can establish where you need to put your tape, and that'll be how you know where to cut. So once you have those installed, then that kind of tells you where your plates are going to end here. The very end of the plate is exactly in line with where your cut needs to be. So this will give you a little template on where you need to tape up, and then just make sure it's nice and square all the way across. We'll do that now. So I'm just going to use this little clamp just to kind of hold it up, because you want the bottom of this flush with the bottom of your tunnel. So I'm just going to kind of put that where I want it, back here, and just kind of suck that up. So now I know exactly where I need to put my tape. Alright, that's right square with that. Just make sure we're even on each side here. Alright, so next part is just to get the job done. So make sure you're using some hearing protection and safety glasses. And this is the tool I'm going to be using here. It's just a cutoff tool with just a cutoff wheel on it. Seems to do the job pretty well. I guess it is gonna fall off. Bam. Okay, so the next step here is to put a slit in the tunnel here vertically, so you can bend in where that link mount bulges out, so that this piece will slide right over the top. Because it's straight, you got to bend this piece in. I'm going to start by just marking 2 inches here, and then that's kind of where I'm going to start. See if I can bend it enough, see if we can get it to fit. If we need to cut a little bit more, then we'll go that route. So to give it room to come over, I'm actually going to notch it into kind of a V here and cut this little piece out. So I'm just going to kind of cut this other link where that bolt goes through across, and then that'll give us room to bend this over. So now this little piece will come out. We can suck that over maybe. That's stiffer than I thought. But I think we can get it. Yeah, so I just kind of grabbed some channel locks here. You could also use just like a crescent wrench, just to grab this edge here, kind of bend that in so it's flush with the side here. Got this extension here. We're just going to kind of fit it up and see if we need to go any more. I'm just going to see how it fits on there. It fits a lot better now. To get this to line up kind of where I want it, if I'm going to retain that snow flap and the tail light, I'm going to have to actually drill this back rivet out here, and then I can slide the extension piece up underneath it, and that'll tell me exactly where I need to cut it flush. Okay, so if you can't get the extension piece to sit flush, then you might need to just do a little bit more tweaking on the sides and maybe a little bit more slotting there. You just want to make sure you don't cut it too far to where the support here isn't covering up your slits. Okay, so once you have this kind of fit how you want it here, make sure that your holes are aligning on the sides here, and then you're pretty much good to mount your side plates. So drill everything out with a 3/16 drill bit, and anywhere with a smaller hole is a rivet, anywhere with a bigger hole is a bolt and a nut. The nuts and the bolts, just make sure the threads are facing out. Alright, so now that we kind of have the sides drilled out, we're going to throw the extension back in, and that'll kind of tell us how we did with our holes. And then we're just going to be lining it up with the sides and the handle, and then that'll tell us where we need to put our remaining rivets. Okay. Last 3 bolts on the side plate here, you're going to have to go up in the drill bit size. Yeah, so for these 2 rivets here, I just kind of want to push it down, make sure there's a nice surface there for your rivets. Just kind of push it down, drill those out, throw the rivets in, do the same with the other side, and then finish it off with the 4 rivets just right on top of the tunnel. Same process there, just drill them out, throw the rivets in, and that's that step. Stay there, push harder. Don't forget to tighten up the Allen bolt and the nuts. Okay, so our first thought here, we're just going to cut it flush with this this bend right here. So we're just going to go here and then straight up that to get it narrow enough to fit back in between this handle. Just heating up the blade so it'll just cut right through that plastic. There's your new snow flap. So to make this fit nice and flush, cut these off too, and then that way it'll sit nice and flat on that extension.